Hey guys, it's Angela here. I am back with another video, and today I'm gonna do sort of a storytime video. But before I get into it, make sure to hit subscribe and follow me on my socials. I will be posting videos every single week. I sound like Logan Paul. Ew. Today I'm gonna talk about my experience as a K-pop trainee and go through what private auditions are like in Korea. And before I start this video, I want to make a disclaimer that is it recording? Before I start this video, I want to make a disclaimer that I wasn't actually a trainee that had a contract. The story was, in the summer of 2016, when I was 15 years old, I had the opportunity to go to Hongdae in South Korea to train as a K-pop trainee for 2 months. There's this program called the Global Training Program in FNC Academy. So what they do, they treat you as an actual K-pop trainee and prepare you for auditions and performances, evaluations, teach you everything you need to learn like an actual trainee, and basically it's like a very intense summer camp. You know, although I wasn't a trainee when I was in the program, I did have the opportunity to become one, which I will be talking about during the private audition. If you're interested in becoming a part of the industry or just wanted to know what it's like, then I hope this video helps you. So this video is going to come in 2 parts, and I'm going to talk about what training was like for me in Korea as an international person, really. The second part will be what the private auditions are like. All these things happened a while ago. I will try my best to explain what it's like. After I got out from the airport and settled in, they took us to a dorm, which was so tiny, by the way. I will plug a video of me complaining right now. Video for those of you who wanted to see my tiny ass dorm. Here's my tiny ass bed, tiny ass table, tiny ass closet with nothing in it because I just had a photo shoot and all of my clothes are here. Yeah, I know. Tiny ass window that I can't open because my mosquitoes are gonna get in. An air conditioner that drips water like every couple of seconds. Here's a fridge that doesn't even work. So the soundproof is really bad. I can hear someone showering right now. Here's the tiny ass washroom with the tiny ass toilet. And where the hell do you put your feet? Like, what? They gave us a tour of the building, of the FNC Academy building, and they give us a schedule which looks like this. So as you can see, there are a lot of individual exercises, vocal class every single day, and dance classes at least 2 or 3 times a week. Some other classes are some acting classes once in a while, filming class for profile, as well as crash course for auditioning. There's also Korean class where you learn the language. Not to be cocky or anything, I was pretty good at Korean. Because I got into the FNC Academy through the international program, most of the people I meet and bond with are mostly from Hong Kong or mainland China. I became friends really quickly with these people. There's an actress from Beijing, a dancer from Taiwan, and a rapper from mainland China. And until this day, we're still super good friends. So the vocal classes, it's basically basics on how to use your stomach and your head to make the sound, you know, how to sing. And then there are some pretty advanced song training, and basically they either gave you a song to sing or you can pick whatever song you would like to practice on. And for me, because my teacher told me that my voice sounds like Yoonmira, so it's good for me to pick one of her songs, so that's what I did. The song I picked was Always from Descendants of the Sun.
이름이 뭡니까?
유시진입니다. 그쪽은요?
The song that you chose is also what the song you choose for your evaluation at the end of the month. My vocal teacher, he used to be a vocal teacher at SM. He taught Girls' Generation, EXO, and then he transferred to FNC where he taught AOA members and CN Blue. So I was in a class of 4 to 5 people. After the group training on how to make noises and like warm up, we will go up to him one by one and sing the song that we were preparing for, and then he will pause whenever there is a correction that needs to be corrected. The whole thing was taught in Korean, by the way, so it made it pretty hard for us international students. The teacher was super smiley and nice, and at the end of the month, when we are comfortable with the song, they bring us into this recording studio and we would record our covers and see how it sounds like which I'd say it was a pretty cool experience. And then moving on to dance. My absolute favorite class, and it's what got me into this program. Dance teacher, first of all, he looks super strict, like freaking scary. He looks like one of those people that could straight up kill you with his eyes. But he was one of those people who are strict in class, but super nice after class. Like, he would take us out to dinner, invite us to his house. What we learn in dance class are just basic choreography. After warming up, we learn basics, like basic movements. After we're good with the basics, he would teach us a choreography that he choreographed. And then again, same as vocal, you either get to choose a dance or you get assigned a choreography for the monthly evaluation. What I did was Eureka by Zico, choreographed by 1 Million Dance Studio. Another part of dance classes were these exercises, which was super freaking intense. We would do like really intense cardio and ab core strength squats. Oh my god, I feel like I've repressed that memory because of how painful it was. What would happen is, for example, if we were all doing planks, 3 minutes by the way, a 3-minute plank, I can't even do 3 seconds. We were in a class of, again, 5 to 10 people. If one person, any one of us falls, we add 10 more seconds to the plank timing. Afterwards, I can just feel my abs burning. So another thing is, my dance teacher always constantly told us to lose weight. I know it's a big part of the industry. I didn't realize the amount that they emphasize on it. So every time you go to dance class, they would bring the scale. You have to step on the scale in front of everyone. The teacher would be like,
you need to lose this many kilograms.
I feel like when I was there, I was probably at my skinniest. It's probably like 52 kilograms. I know, I gained it all back. It doesn't really matter anymore. But yeah, I actually enjoyed the dance classes way more than the vocal classes, maybe because I'm a dance person. So the other classes we had were, of course, acting. We had this really cute acting teacher. And then we had to recreate a scene. It's basically the scene.
내가 그동안 얼마나 힘들었는지 알아요?
Yeah, we have to recreate it, and he would teach us tricks and tips on how to act, breaking down the lines and how to pronounce things better, and using our emotions and how to look good in the camera. Of course, Korean classes, we learned the grammar, the alphabet. I already knew the alphabet, so it was pretty easy for me. Because that I actually lived in that environment for so long, you kind of just learn a language faster. It's everywhere around you. You can't avoid it. But I haven't touched on it in like 2 years, so I kind of forgot. And we had a whole class to learn about how to pose for photo shoots, and all of us actually got a photo shoot. I will plug the photos in right here. They were basically profile shoots that were meant for auditioning. So when you're submitting the photo, you would submit that photo. It shows your best angles and what you're like under the camera. I think the company would like to see that. The auditioning crash courses are just basically tips and tricks on how to ace an audition, which I will be explaining later. The individual practice times, it's when you get to sign out a vocal or a dance room. I love those free practice times because that's where I bond with my friends more and I get to spend time doing what I love with them. So there were individual auditions and group auditions. They're the type of audition where it's one company looking at you or a panel of company looking at you. Representatives from each company sit in this long table. They just all judge you on your performance. So I went to a bunch of them. I forgot how many companies I auditioned in total because there were a lot of those panel auditioning. Bigger name companies that I remember auditioning for is Isung, FNC, of course, Starship, Cube, TS, Lowen, and Mystic. A day or two before the audition, you actually have to fill out this form. See if I can find it. You have to fill out the position that you want to be in. I usually leave that blank. Put your name, Korean and English, your birth date, your gender, and your height and weight, your address, your school, your occupation, your hobbies and talents, some of your extracurricular activities, and a self-introduction. It's kind of like a resume for a college application. After you fill in the form on the day of the auditioning, we waited in one of their empty practice rooms. They would post a list of names right outside of the auditioning room. You would wait with this huge group of people until they call for your name or number. When you're waiting, you see all kinds of people practicing, singing, crying. No, not really. After they called my name, walked in the room with confidence and swag. My confidence level was so high. I don't know why I was so cocky. I guess they kind of liked it. After I walked in the room, I did a self-introduction, which was in Korean. We had this whole script on what to say. Aaangela嘉. My name is blah blah blah. I'm from Canada. I was 15 years old at the time. I'm 163 centimeters, 52 kilograms. And I will be singing Always by Yoonmire and Heart Attack by AOA because those were the audition song and dance that I chose for myself. My teacher told me to choose the best part of the song. I think I did from the beginning up till the end of the first chorus. And then after I started dancing, they started playing the music and I just danced until they stopped me. And then after the audition, I was just like, oh, thank you so much. Goodbye, guys. See y'all later. What they would do is they will contact through the academy if you made it to the second round. What happened for me is Mystic Entertainment actually expressed an interest in me. I got to go on round 2 of their company. They drove me to their company, their actual building, and I went there with a smaller group of people. I would say there's around 20 people. Bring you into this recording studio and ask you to sing a song that I prepared. The song I chose was Treasure by Bruno Mars. They were all like staring at me through the control room. And I was like, after I sang, I was like, oh, thank you very much. Goodbye. I'm out of here. So nerve-wracking. Like round 1, I was actually pretty chill. Round 2, I was just dying, crying on the inside, searching for help. So did I make it into Mystic? I don't know, because what happened was I actually booked my flight back to Canada before I could even hear the news. I had a decision to make. Like, do I stay here and have a chance of becoming an actual legit trainee, which was a scary thought, or I can go back to Canada and live my life. And I chose coming back here. Well, I went into this program just because I wanted to train myself better as a dancer, kind of experience what it's like. I never really wanted to be one. The results didn't really matter to me. What mattered to me was the skills I learned, the people I met. So if you're thinking of auditioning, here are some of my tips on what they look for. First of all, confidence is so important because when you're standing right there in front of the judge, you're super vulnerable. They can see right past you because they've seen so many people auditioning for it. If you're confident, it's so obvious. Like your posture, the way you're speaking to them, the way you're expressing yourself through singing and dancing, it's so obvious to them. And they're looking for someone who is confident and knows what they want and who are ambitious. They always look for potential. You don't have to be the absolute best in singing. You don't have to be this amazing talented dancer. You don't have to be Kai. Like, they don't expect you to be already on a level where you can debut. They're looking for room to improve, and of course your skills do matter. Just because you look super pretty, that might give you a huge advantage, but the thing is they don't want to spend extra time on you if you have no skills at all. I'm not trying to be mean, but there's a lot of people who look good. Their skill level is what differentiates them. Your visual kind of matters, but I would say the vibe that you gave to the audience is very important. Like, for example, you could give out like a super cute vibe or like super glamorous Serena van der Woodsen vibe, or like a badass. When they're looking at you, they're like picturing you, trying to put you in a girl group or a guy group. The vibe you gave off to is way more important than your visuals, because you know you can fix up here, but the vibe you gave off from people is within you. It's hard to manipulate that. That's just a little part of my experience in Korea. I mean, if you guys want another video, I can expand more details into it, because I feel like I went over things very briefly. For me, I came back here, I'm like a regular high school student now, trying to get into university. I want to die. My friends are doing pretty well though. My dance teacher is actually in one of BTS's music videos. One of my closest friends I made there, she's actually a pretty known actress in China now. My friend from Taiwan, she's a really amazing dancer. I see her posting on her Instagram and she's like the bomb. The rapper friend I made, he auditioned for a bunch of reality shows in China like Rap of China. That's all I have today. If you have any questions, make sure to comment down below. I will answer every single one of them. And make sure to hit subscribe. I'll be making videos every single week. And yeah, I'll see you next time. What did I just do? Goodbye.